Ladies and gentlemen, the crypto market is moving in a very interesting way right now. We all expected that around this time, the market would surely start picking itself back up, and time it's shown that there is a lot of positivity there. But still, no altcoin season, no craziness, and if you're wondering about the current situation of finance, here's a little overview for y'all. Stock market futures are falling like the war is escalating. At the same time though, and this is interesting, gold prices are falling like a peace deal is near. So we've got contrasting price action. At the same time, oil prices are rising again like the war is escalating, but yields are also rising like a peace deal is near. Now at the same time, natural gas prices are rising like war is escalating, but then to contrast that, silver prices are falling like a peace deal is near. So the market, as of this point, is not pricing things in properly, or at least as of this point, it's confusing exactly what is happening. Some people have got some theories out there, but all I will tell you about the situation is if we're taking a look at the crypto market right now, and you really start diving a bit deeper, the last few weeks, we've done nothing. You might say, Dusty, but I've been losing a lot of money. My coins are down, yappity-ba-dappity-boo. That's almost impossible because Bitcoin has been above $100,000 with the closes really for the last month and a half or so. Most altcoins as well, they're down perhaps a little bit, but when I look at my bots, for example, they just keep stacking as prices go down lower. And if I look at my XRP positions, my Bitcoin positions everywhere, I just keep realizing that, yeah, we might be down a little bit, but I kind of don't even really notice. Now, to put it into perspective, I know I'm down hundreds of thousands of dollars overall, so I do see it. You know, it's not like I'm blind to the number, right? It's not that. It's just that since I have a routine of consistently buying as prices go down lower, specifically for XRP, as I've said before, if you're buying within this little range right here, you tend to always be fine, right? Because it eventually picks back up, and it just seems to always be a good area to just keep stacking up more coins. It just made me realize it's all a matter of patience. And as long as you're not a freaking chicken, right, you realize that the last few weeks have been so boring. We've got some ups and downs, sure, but really throughout the week, we've just been going sideways doing nothing in preparation of something bigger. And earlier I described that most likely that big move is, at least what we expected, the altcoin season, the real altcoin breakout, because in this whole cycle, and it started in November of 2023, things have been moving upwards, surely. This is altcoins, right? Except for Bitcoin and ETH, so just basically all altcoins. We've been going really, really well, but it's slowly and surely up. We have yet to see some of the exponential moves that we saw back in the 2017 rally, or the 2021 rally, really. We're just slowly but surely moving up. We have yet to break out of this 2021 high. And I keep telling you, it's just the calm before the storm. And if you're selling right now because of what people are saying, you're not paying close enough attention to all the news. What I just shared, there's a lot of big XRP, Ripple news. Just everything is looking positive for that. Price might not be reflecting it, but the news underlying, crème de la crème. Genius Act could bring another 3.5 trillion into crypto, just came into effect, or at least got accepted. Ethereum is the top choice for institutions, but again, the price is doing nothing. X to launch trading and investing soon, pretty big deal. A lot of people will go through that. U.S. Treasury Secretary says crypto isn't a threat to the dollar. You can take that however you want to. And let's if you're a 𝗕𝗘𝗀 fan, I guess that's nice. Some people are apparently very big fans. Let's quickly read it though. The 𝗕𝗘𝗀 community says the 𝗕𝗘𝗀 was the first in the U.S. to get a conditional approval back in 25 February for a crypto bank. That's pretty cool for them, I guess. Looking through here, there's a lot of people that are big fans of 𝗕𝗘𝗀. That is quite interesting. I don't hear about 𝗕𝗘𝗀 too much, but damn. Anyway, if we want to get back to the game plan, I'll just quickly remind y'all, all I'm doing is just waiting for the right opportunity. And theoretically speaking, I think even a good scenario, a real one, could be start buying at these levels. 214 is quite cheap relative for the XRP price. And just as the price comes down lower, you keep stacking it up, right? Statistically speaking, you have a pretty good chance of the market just turning back around within this time frame. If you're unlucky enough, just catch the summer downturn where it's a few months of down. Still, if you look through it, just look through it, you'll eventually still, in my opinion, make a ton of money. You just might have gotten a bit unlucky, but statistically speaking, we have a higher chance of just continuing up to towards the upside breakout, right, over the next few months than towards the downside. So all you got to do is be patient enough to be able to last, I guess, a little bit. But if we're taking a look at it, it's still, in my opinion, quite worth it to stack up on longs. Just keep going a bit crazy. All you got to do is make sure you do not get liquidated and just keep stacking up those freaking coins. That's about it, all right? We can look at all the news. Things are getting crazier every single day. A lot of uneasiness, all right? A lot of people do not know what's happening. But really, there's nothing happening with our prices. It's up and down throughout the week, but we end up doing nothing. So if you're thinking, oh, it's just not coming to, it's because nothing is happening, all right? Soon we will. It's just a matter of patience. Every single time we keep getting tested like this is where the strong get freaking separated from the weak, though. Just wanted to quickly make that clear one more time. And that's about it, ladies and gentlemen.